shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Your boy Chris, out on the Gold Wing, today. It's a chilly morning for a ride. I'm showing 45 degrees and I'm out on the 2021 Honda Gold Wing pulling my trailer. It's a good morning for a ride. It's chilly, but I'm snug like a bug in the rug. And believe me, I ain't no thug. So today I'm out here for a morning ride, talking to you on my Center 50. And I'm wearing my first gear thermal one-piece suit on the 21 Honda Gold Wing pulling the 21 Escapade trailer. So today I decided to get the bike out and test out my anti-fog shield that I put inside of my helmet. If you guys watched the video, I installed the Pinlock anti-fog lens that I put inside of my helmet. And basically the way the anti-fog shields work is that when you go from a warm environment into a cold environment, your face shield will automatically start fogging up. The Pinlock anti-fog insert will prevent your helmet face shield from fogging up because it puts that barrier around the inner part of the face shield. So I'm out here on the 21 Honda Gold Wing testing out the anti-fog insert, and I'm here to tell you that it's absolutely perfect. It works perfectly. And one of the things I kind of like about the I-90 insert is that you still have a good field of view. You know, I've actually installed them on my HJC IS Max 2 helmets, and the lenses on those helmets are just a little bit narrow in comparison to the I-90. I have a good field of view, so it doesn't block my view or anything like that. So I just wanted you guys to know that it works perfectly. So I'm just out here this morning wearing my first gear thermal suit. Underneath I have my heated gear. I don't have it on, but I have it underneath as an extra layer. So you want to make sure you got a base layer. I recommend you can go with the freeze out. You want to go with a middle layer, which could be your jeans, or you can go with the heated gear over the freeze out, and then your third layer, which would be the outer cover like I'm wearing here, which would be my first gear thermal one-piece suit. And I will include a link in the bottom of this video that will show you where I pick up all of the items that I have here on me in this video. One thing about it, all of the accessories that you guys see me install on my Gold Wing, everything that you see me use in my videos, I pay for these things out of pocket. No sponsorships. So if I tell you that the product is good, believe me, the product is good because I put my money where my mouth is. I pay for these things out of my pocket. So I'll tell you guys the truth. No cut cards. And that's how I do it. Try to keep it honest. So it feels good. Even though it's chilly out. I'm showing 46 on the Gold Wing. Showing 46 degrees. One of the things that people ask is that, how do I like my new Gold Wing? What do I think about it? I absolutely love it. I wish the bike had a little bit more wind protection on the front, but I absolutely love it. I love the features of the new Gold Wing. Around your hand you get more wind, so when it's cold out, you know, you're gonna get that cold air across your hand. So how can you prevent that? Just get some thicker gloves. So there's a way around everything. But I'm absolutely loving the new Gold Wing. I like it. I like all of the features of it, and I'll be doing some comparison to the previous Gold Wing a little bit later. But today I'm just out here testing out my new anti-fog insert that I installed on my HJC I-90 helmet. If you guys didn't watch that video, click on the link in the top corner. Click on that top corner link and it'll show you the installation of my anti-fog lens that I installed in my I-90 helmet. So I'm just out here cruising, and also I'm just out here testing out my new 21 Escapade trailer. I know I've been getting a lot of phone calls, been getting some comments, a few emails. A lot of you been asking about my Escapade trailer. What do I think about the Escapade trailer in comparison to the Can-Am trailer? Which one is better? Well, like I said, you guys know I keep it real. You guys know I keep it honest. No cut cards. And so I'm just gonna be honest with you. Years ago, tell you a story. Years ago, when I had my 2014 going, I was actually looking at the Escapade trailer. I was really considering getting an Escapade trailer. Well, at that time, there was a problem with some of the trailer manufacturers finding air shocks for the trailers, because as you guys know, on some of the earlier model Escapade trailers, those trailers was actually air ride. They put air shocks on them. Well, what happened over years, some people started experiencing air leaks, dry rotting issues, you know, just problems with those air shocks. And so some of the air shock manufacturers, I'm not sure if they went out of business or if they stopped producing the air shocks, but the trailer manufacturers that were dependent on those air shocks from those manufacturers, they had limited supply. They couldn't get the parts in, and it was becoming a problem for the trailer makers or the trailer manufacturers, because they couldn't get parts or replacement air shocks for their trailers. So at that particular time, I elected not to buy an Escapade trailer. I didn't want to deal with the hassle or the problems of not being able to have replacement parts for my air shock if something were to go wrong. So I end up buying a used Timeout XL trailer. That was a great trailer. It pulled real good, but the problem is that the trailer would sway. So we took a trip to Texas, man, and so when I got to Wingding, I talked to the manufacturer that actually made that Timeout trailer, and I ended up trading it for the Ion trailer. And that Ion trailer pulled really, really good. It had the torsion suspension on it. Any of you out there that has an Ion trailer, you know that trailer is a good pulling trailer, no doubt about it. And it pulls even better when the trailer is loaded. Then I moved over to the Can-Am trailer, which happened to fall into my lap. As a matter of fact, Wavy called me and said, "Hey Chris, I know a guy selling a Can-Am trailer, would you be interested?" So to make a long story short, I ended up buying the Can-Am trailer. And let me tell you, that Can-Am trailer pulls beautifully. You don't know what's behind you. It's real light. I mean, it's very aerodynamic. And I end up selling, I like the Can-Am trailer so much, I end up selling the Ion trailer. Which brings me to the future. I end up purchasing this new Gold Wing. And some of you were probably wondering, did I have the trailer, the Escapade XL trailer, did I have it custom made for this bike? So I want you guys to know that I did not have this Escapade trailer custom made for the bike. It was already made and they were selling it at the Honda dealership. Well, I was doing some looking online, and I just happened to find the Escapade trailer that I'm pulling here today. So I contacted the salesman, which was Cody Edmondson out there at Heartland Honda. Well, when I purchased the trailer, I didn't realize that the trailer did not have air ride suspension, because as I said earlier, that when Escapade was making their trailers, they was using the air ride suspension. So you may still have an Escapade trailer. Some of your older trailers still have the air ride suspension, which pulls really, really good. But which takes me back to what I was saying earlier, that some of the trailer manufacturers couldn't get the air shocks replacements for their trailers. So Escapade, in my opinion, Escapade decided to do away with installing air shocks on their trailers, and now they are running the coil over spring suspension. So I said all that to say this: if any of you out there is thinking about buying a Escapade trailer, just keep in mind that they are installing the coil over springs suspension. Now, am I saying that that's a bad thing? No, that's a very good thing. One of the advantages to having coil over spring is that there is no maintenance. You know, you don't have to go out and pump up the air shock every time you ride, depending on your load. That was one of the downsides to the air ride. It pulled really, really good, but you have to constant put air in it. You have to adjust your load according to what you're going to pull. There could be dry riding issues, air leak issues. So there's a disadvantage to everything. I'm not saying that the air ride is bad. I don't want anybody, you know, trying to say, well, there's nothing wrong with my air ride, it pulls good and I don't have those issues. There's an upside to everything. There's a downside. Even this new Gold, there's a downside to everything. But getting back to my story, Escapade went to a coil over spring suspension, and which is good in my opinion, because now you don't have to worry about pumping up your suspension. You don't have to worry about air leaks and things like that. There's no maintenance. Just set it and forget it. As a matter of fact, the suspension that's on my Escapade trailer is the same suspension that is on the Can-Am trailer. It's the exact same suspension. On the Can-Am trailer, they use the coil over spring suspension. So I just want you guys to know that if you are thinking about buying an Escapade trailer and you've known them in the past to run air shocks, I just want you guys to know that the new trailers that they're making does not have the air shocks. They are coil over spring. I'm not even sure if they would even install them anymore, because I know at one time, like I said, they was having a hard time even finding the replacement parts. So I think Escapade just decided to, you know, keep their production flowing, or keep their trailers manufactured and just put on the maintenance-free coil over spring suspension, which works really, really well. The coil over spring is a very good suspension. Like I said, it's the same suspension that's on the Can-Am. It's the exact same suspension. It pulls great. It pulls in a straight line. It takes bumps good. There's nothing wrong with it. But on Escapade's or California Sidecar website, it doesn't say that they're using coil over springs. They mention that the suspension has been updated. You know, they mention some other fancy things about the angle of the suspension and things like that, but it's a lot of times it's what the companies don't tell you. It's what they're not saying. So Escapade didn't say we're putting on coil over spring suspension. They just left it out. So I just want you guys to know. And also, the takeaway that I'm trying to get across to you, that it really doesn't matter what trailer you're pulling. It doesn't matter if you're pulling a Can-Am 622, or if you're pulling an Escapade trailer, or if you're pulling a Timeout trailer, if you're pulling a Black Hawk trailer. It doesn't matter if you're pulling a Colorado trailer. It really doesn't matter. You know, long as you're able to ride comfortably, as long as that trailer is pulling in a straight line, as long as it's tracking good, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you're pulling an Ion trailer. Whatever trailer you're pulling, you know, thank God that you're able to have a nice trailer to pull with your motorcycle, because there's a lot of bikers out there that don't even have a bike at all, let alone if they have a bike, they can't afford a trailer. So I just want you guys to know that the Escapade trailer no longer is being made with air ride suspension, that they're using coilover springs. So my question to you guys, do you guys know what year that Escapade stopped using the air ride on the trailers? Do you know what year they actually stopped putting it on the trailers? Because my trailers are 21 and they're running coilover springs. So what year did they stop putting on the air ride suspension? I know in some of the earlier trailers, you know, maybe the earlier 2000s or certain years, they was actually using air ride suspension, just like the Honda Goldwing. At one point back in the 90s, Honda was using air ride suspension on their Goldwings, and then they end up going to the hydraulic suspension. So air ride is good. There's nothing wrong with air ride, but air ride is not the only good suspension. Hydraulic suspension works great. Spring suspension still works great. Coilover springs works great. Torsion suspension works great. So I don't want anybody to feel a certain kind of way about their trailers. All the trailers are nice. I enjoy everybody's trailer. I love to see the different looks of everybody's trailers. You don't have to pull a Escapade trailer. You can pull any kind of trailer that you can afford, as long as that trailer is safe. As long as that trailer is safe. So that's what I want to put out there. So the key takeaway from this vlog is that Escapade trailer is not putting air ride suspensions on their trailer, that they're running coilover springs. Also, the Can-Am 622 has the same suspension, which is the coilover springs, which is a very good trailer. So I don't want people thinking that I'm trying to be negative. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying that my Escapade trailer doesn't pull good. It pulls real good. I'm here to tell you, it pulls real good. So I just want to put that out there to you guys. It doesn't matter what you ride, if you're riding a new Goldwing or an old Goldwing. I know some of you have even reached out and said to me, hey Chris, you know, I have a Goldwing and it's a few years old, and I'm wondering, you know, about getting a new bike, and I don't know, should I go with the brand new Goldwing or should I go with the previous generation Goldwing? Which Goldwing should I buy? Well, I'm just here to tell you that I cannot make that decision for you. I can't tell you to buy the newer Goldwing over the previous generation Goldwing, and I'm not going to tell you to buy the previous generation Goldwing over the new Goldwing. I think it's a personal choice, but I will tell you that there are certain features. There are certain features on this new Goldwing that the previous generation Goldwing doesn't have, and there are certain features on the previous generation Goldwing that the newer Goldwing doesn't have. So they're not giving you everything all in one. It would be nice if Honda would have made the big style Goldwing and took all the features off the newer Goldwing and put it on the previous generation Goldwing, but unfortunately Honda didn't do that. You know, you have to make a decision, one or the other. Which one is better? I can't say. It depends on what's more important to you. But I can tell you this, that this new Goldwing does have a lot of features, a lot of new style features that the previous generation Goldwing doesn't have. So which one is more important to you? Is it just having a more of a comfortable ride, or is it features like Apple CarPlay and Hill Assist and 7-speed transmission and the DCT and the sport mode and the rain mode and the tour mode? You know, which things are most important to you? Electronic windshield. You know, which things are most important to you? Wireless key fob. You know, proximity key. You know, things like that. So, you know, I'll be doing a comparison video later to let you guys know the difference, which one I like better. I know some of you have been just asking, well Chris, which bike do you like better? If you had to ride the new Goldwing and the previous generation Goldwing, if you only had one choice, which Goldwing would you ride? Well, I can't answer that question today. I know the answer, but I can't answer that today. I'll answer that a little bit later. But I will be doing some comparison on both bikes, kind of giving you guys an idea to try to help you guys decide on which Goldwing you may want to purchase. But I will tell you this, I honestly like them both. I will tell you that. I like them both. I know some of the people used to say, well, Chris, I can't believe you went out and bought the new Goldwing, you know, after the way you felt about it. Well, I talked about that in a previous video. If you guys want to watch that video where I talked about my thoughts on that, click on the link in the top of this video, and I'll give you some key points on why I made the decision to upgrade to the new Goldwing. Click on that link. So I'm just out here cruising on the Goldwing, out here testing out my 21, pulling the Escapade trailer. I have a fuel range of about 43 miles. I think I'm going to stop at this next exit, put some fuel in here. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this vlog this morning. I don't want anybody to feel slighted about their trailer. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to go out and spend a whole lot of money to have a good trailer experience. I don't want people to feel like their trailer is substandard. You don't have to go out and buy an Escapade trailer to have a good trailer experience. There are a bunch of good used trailers you can find online. My case in point, my Can-Am trailer was a used trailer. My Goldwing XLT was a used trailer. So there, you can find some good trailers online. It don't have to be an Escapade. But the Escapade is a good trailer. It's a well-built trailer. It's solid. It tracks in a straight line. It has more cubic feet or more cubic inches than the Can-Am trailer. It's a very good trailer. And I absolutely like it. No, I love it. But I can tell the difference a little bit, and I mean a little bit, not in a negative way, because the Escapade trailer has more cubic, it's bigger, it has more cubic inches or more cubic feet than the Can-Am 622. The Can-Am 622 is a little bit smaller, it's a little bit lighter, but it pulls really, really good. You can't tell it's back there. So anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you guys know if anything changes. But just remember, it doesn't matter what you ride, as long as you ride. It doesn't matter what trailer you pull, as long as you have a good trailer experience. And I just want you guys to know that I embrace the new Goldwing. I embrace the previous Goldwings. Hey, I even embrace the Harleys. And I also embrace all trailers. Well, anyway, I'm going to end this video. If you guys like this video, be sure to click the like button. Be sure to click that bell notification. It'll notify you every time I post a new video. And don't forget to sign up for the Chris Caliente Facebook group, the hottest Facebook group in the land. This is your boy Chris, out on the Goldwing. Out on the Goldwing, out here pulling my 21 Escapade trailer. And I love it. And I will talk to you guys later. See you.
Goldwing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.